So I was at the supermarket and I was thinking about this whole thing, of course, because that's all I ever think about. And I thought to myself that I can't reconcile a few things. The Catherine who came before the public to tell us she had cancer, with this Catherine who said she had made a few tweaks to a Mother's Day photograph like any other amateur photographer. Importantly, the reason that this photo was rejected had nothing to do with her face. If you go back to what all of the circles that were drawn around all the things that were photoshopped, it had absolutely nothing to do with the Princess of Wales's face. It had to do with a sleeve here, a finger there, trees in the background, something to do with the concrete, the door, different things like that. But never, ever anything about her face. So it seems that all the experts accepted that her face was real. The face aspect was authentic. And even she, in her apology letter, copped to making small editorial tweaks, but she didn't say that the whole thing was fake, right? She says she edited the family photo and she apologized for the confusion in a very blasé way, but no one ever said that her face was fake. And nothing on her face, nothing, I repeat, was ever identified as being fake by all the experts in AI and photoshopping and all of the other things. So I think we all have to assume that her face in this picture was real. It was considered authentic, right? So now my question is, if her face in this picture is authentic, how does it square to the person we saw in this um, cancer announcement video, which was not a live video, but was pre-recorded in a garden on a bench, which, by the way, some people, well, here's her apology letter. Like amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone celebrating had a happy Mother's Day. See, she signed it in this very blasé way. See, right? So again, nothing about her face was ever questioned by any of these experts. Absolutely nothing. So I think we can all accept that it was her real face, but that other little details in the photograph were not real, other tweaks, and that's why they wanted the original photograph, which she has yet to provide to the international media to corroborate that she had only made small editorial tweaks. But still, nobody identified any tweaks at all on her face. No tweaks on her face. So I'm having trouble understanding how that face is the same face that we were told was Catherine on the day that she gave the cancer announcement, and also Catherine when she was out with William shopping, filled with energy, bursting with energy, as if she couldn't wait to get back home and make love to her husband, as a matter of fact. I mean, look at this. They're excited to the point of bursting with just, anticipation. Like they're going to go home and just tear each other apart or something, or make delicious food with like a French flair, and then after take care of George, Charlotte, and Louis. I mean, look at this. This woman was bursting, as I said, with vigor and fitness. She's not anorexic. She's not nothing. She's bursting with health and vigor. So how do we square that face with the face of the Mother's Day portrait that was also very healthy and beautiful, and with the pallid, pale face that she presented to tell us, oh my God, I have cancer, I'm so sick. And also, look at the differential. She's wearing heels on her wedding day. She must have been. You see the height differential between her and William, right? I mean, I think I was one of the first people to identify this. It's a huge differential, right? And the woman in the photo at the farm definitely did not have this differential from any angle with William. And she was wearing flats. She was wearing flat boots, right? So clearly there's a lot of discrepancies here. But for me, the biggest discrepancy is this pallid woman, this pale, pathetic looking, oh, I'm so sick with cancer woman. And I say this with all due respect. I'm not making light of somebody's illness. I hope I never do that in my life. But I'm trying to understand what's going on. And I don't want people to take me for a fool, right? I mean, with all due respect, the pale woman that I saw in the photograph when she did that video to announce her cancer is inconsistent with the woman's face in the Mother's Day card that she admitted to doctoring a little bit, making some little editorial tweaks, right? And it definitely is completely inconsistent with that bursting with energy whippersnapper that was at the farm with William. I mean, in the video before that, I asked, is this Rose Hanbury? Not to say that William was having an affair with Rose Hanbury, but could he have gone to the supermarket with a friend, a strictly platonic friend who happened to be Rose Hanbury? But yeah, with the apology letter and all that, this is inconsistent. And quite frankly, I also think her voice was weird. I found that her voice was completely strange. I don't know what to make of that. I'm not, I don't want to start any more conspiracy theories or anything like that. But I couldn't shake the fact that she sounded weird. But it could be true that I've never really sat and listened to her for an extended 2-minute, 3-minute period of time. So I can't say that that was not her voice. But it was a strange voice to me. And then it was the question of the face is not matching up. This pale, this pallid, this almost weak-looking person is not adding up with the Mother's Day picture, even in its edited form, because nobody questioned her face. There were no circles. If you remember all those pictures that the experts were telling us, this is Photoshop, that is Photoshop, nobody said, and her face is Photoshop, right? So I think everybody accepted that as being her authentic face, right? And then you had her at the farm with, with the body was just like bursting with energy, and then she comes and she sits here in this garden on this bench that's very similar to the Duchess of Sussex's book, The Bench, and she tells us that she has been getting chemotherapy. She looks all weak and thin and, not wearing makeup, I guess intentionally, must be, because she never appears in public without makeup, ever. I don't think I've ever seen her without makeup. And it is true that some women who are pale-skinned women, for example, European women, some of them, not all, are very, very pale without makeup. It's very jarring, actually, without makeup. And once they put on their makeup, they look completely different. And clearly, she looks very different because she's not wearing makeup. But then why did she come before the camera not wearing makeup when it's clear that she's much better based on her Mother's Day photo, which is accepted as authentic, and based on the whippersnapper that we all saw at the farm with William. So basically, what are we to make of this face, and this mannerism in comparison to everything else? And what's up with the voice?